So these are a thing. These exist. These are here for people to read. I'm pointing this out because I am 100% convinced that whoever wrote and whoever directed the Sea of Monsters movie don't even know what these are. It's just the weirdest thing, like you take it and you open it and you find out what happens. The events in this book are supposed to be what you put in the movie. Who would have ever thought that a movie adaptation of a book should actually be like the book? So look, I don't have a problem with events in a movie being different than the book, but there's a line that you don't cross, and that line was crossed as soon as Kronos appeared in this movie. It is a known fact that Kronos does not have a physical form. That is why everything, like, they obviously have not read these books. Like, that is the only explanation that I can think of, is that they haven't read these books. When you're gonna make a movie out of something that's already a book, you have a responsibility to pay attention to the source material. This is the source material. Now, there's nothing wrong with changing a little thing here or there to make it better for on screen. When you take the plot and the characters and just butcher it like was done in the Sea of Monsters and in The Lightning Thief, just stop. Just stop making these movies. You've done enough. What I love about this is the fact that they tricked us into thinking this was going to be better than The Lightning Thief. The trailer, it looked decently true to the book, other than the fact that they weren't 13. I'm pretty sure this franchise lost all hope as soon as they cast people in their 20s to play 12-year-olds. I'm going to start off with the few things that I actually liked about this movie. Number 1, the casting of Talia. I was actually really surprised that they cast somebody as Talia who actually looked really, really close to how I pictured Talia when I read the series. Number 2, at least if they didn't cast kids to play these characters, they at least cast Logan Lerman to play Percy, who actually looks a lot like teenage Percy. Number 3. Actually, there's not a third thing that I liked about this movie. It just was not good at all. Hey guys, do you remember that Percy has a mom who makes an appearance in every book? Percy's mom, Sally Jackson, the person who is the most important to him in his life? No, you don't remember? Yeah, obviously, otherwise she would have been in this movie. Also, why was Tyson hot? Why was Clarice hot? Chris Rodriguez and Selena Beauregard. Why were they there? It's just, oh my god, could they have messed this up anymore? The answer is no. What was up with the whole thing of them being in the stomach of that monster? Was that even necessary, though? I don't think that you have to change the plot that much. This book is 279 pages. I'm pretty sure that you can afford to go where the plot goes in the book and not have to change everything about it. In this movie they were like, oh yeah, by the way, there's a prophecy. Oh yeah, and also, Annabeth is blonde. Oh yeah, and by the way, Talia's tree. But can we just discuss the thing with Kronos? What was that? It's not supposed to have a physical form. That's the entire reason why things happen in The Last Olympian, and it's just, oh my god, I'm so mad about this. What were they even thinking? And as if it weren't enough that they messed up the plot, totally ignored the personality of the characters, as in the part where the characters actually have personalities. Where is the sassy Percy that we all know and love? And are they forgetting that at the end of the last movie, Percy and Annabeth kissed? If you're gonna mess everything up, then do it well. At least have continuity in the second one, that you can't just totally ignore every bad thing you did in the first movie and try to pretend like it never happened. And I feel like when they got through halfway through the movie, they were kind of just like, oh yeah, they need to have Grover not be there. I don't get how Grover got from being kidnapped by Luke's people to being on the island with the Cyclops. The entire movie, just none of it makes any sense at all. It didn't even have a plot, really. It had no flow going through the events. It was just like, this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and it didn't make any sense. They didn't even have to fight off any sheep. Like, all the changes that they made in this movie were so unnecessary. It would have just been easier to stick to the plot that's in the book. This is the source material. You're not allowed to just ignore it. Wouldn't it be easier to write a screenplay based off of events that are already written out for you? I love how they just drank nectar like it was water or something. I feel like they're messing with us. I feel like they are trying to push us to our limit, and they're trying to see how much they can get away with ignoring. I mean, look, the thing was, as a movie by itself, it was better than The Lightning Thief. Like, at least I could stand to watch this movie. But if you're gonna make a movie adaptation based on a book, you're gonna have to make it like the book. You can't just give it the same character names and the title and call it The Sea of Monsters. If you're going to use the characters in the title, you have to use the events. And whoever's idea it was to make this movie, just please stop it. Just stop now before it gets any worse. Honestly, how did this movie get a sequel and then we don't even know if Beautiful Creatures is gonna get one? Oh my god. I'm so frustrated. I haven't even scratched the surface of what was bad about this movie. It was just not good. It was so bad. Like, the casting was terrible. The writing was terrible. Nothing could save this movie. Nothing. I hope this movie made like $10 at the box office and that they never torture us like this ever again. And if you liked this movie, that's great. I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy it. But I feel like if you read the books, you didn't like this movie. The thing that really sucks about this is that this series is so great, it could have been really great movies. Had they started with 12-year-old kids and done what they are supposed to do, it could have been something really amazing. And they just didn't even try. And that's what's really sad. I can't talk about this anymore. I'm gonna get way too frustrated. I gotta stop. Bye.